Hello, everyone. Welcome to this conference. I am David Sanchez Wells, and I will be talking about the real-world exploitation of drone technology and expert systems for enhanced last-mile delivery operations. My co-authors are Pedro Luis González Rodríguez and José Luis Andrade Pineda, and we are all part from University of Sevilla, while Pedro Luis and I are part of the Department of Industrial Engineering and Management Science, while José Luis is part of the Robotics Vision and Control Group. This is one of the conferences for the Congress NODOS DEL CONOCIMIENTO in the 4th International Continuum Integration Congress. And the main topic of the Congress is the innovation, research, and transfer in the age of artificial intelligence. These and other conferences are recorded previously to the Congress, and they will be displayed on days 23rd and 24th of November 2023. So, let's go for it. First, I would like to make an introduction about what we are talking about. In this case, the main topic is the real-world applications of drones in last-mile delivery. Last-mile delivery is the most cost-intensive and time-consuming process when it comes to logistics. We are talking about the delivery to the last client, the last step of the delivery process. And in this case, using drones for recent real-world applications have demonstrated that the feasibility and advantages of deploying drones for last-mile delivery in various contexts, including pharmaceutical deliveries, consumer goods, and business-to-business logistics, is quite advantageous and may be possible in the future in a normal context. So, we made the following research question. How are drones being utilized in real-world last-mile delivery operations? And what are the implications of employing expert systems for route planning in enhancing operational efficiency and sustainability? In order to give an answer to this question, we decided to follow a methodology, but in this case, as we are looking for real cases, we couldn't just stick to peer-reviewed journals or research papers. So we had to make use of non-scientific sources, aiming at the identification, as I said, of real-life use cases. First, we made a keyword formulation targeting the keywords drones, last-mile delivery, and expert systems. And then we followed a non-structured selection process. In this way, we tried to select the most diverse and reputable sources based on relevance, credibility, and depth of information. After this, we also performed a cross-verification to ensure that we eliminated discrepancies and that we kept a high standard of reliability. And at last, we always followed a rigorous citation process adhered to academic standards. Therefore, after performing this first analysis, we found valuable to mention these 6 cases that you can find in this table. We are talking about pharmaceutical deliveries, about consumer and B2B deliveries, about daily commercial deliveries, commercial momentum in 2023, urban deliveries, and the UPS drone experiment. In this case, we can see that there is a substantial stride in general in overcoming the inherent limitations of drone technology, such as the flight endurance and the payload capacity. Also, the discourse around the hybridization of delivery models, incorporating traditional delivery vehicles in combination with drones, is usually very common. So this underscores a pivotal evolution towards more efficient and sustainable last-mile delivery solutions. And at last, the real-world applications and ongoing research echo a converging consensus on the potential of drones in revolutionizing last-mile delivery operations, ushering in a new era of logistics and supply chain management. First, we are going to talk about the delivery of pharmaceutical products to hard-to-reach areas. In this case, the companies such as Zipline, Matternet, DHL, Parcel, or Alphabet's Wing have been leading the beyond visual lane of site operations to transport blood, laboratory specimens, over-the-counter medication, vaccines, COVID test samples, defibrillator, inhalers, and general medical payload and supplies. The mentioned applications vary from remote to highly populated areas, therefore validating the potential for further investment and research, especially considering the need for convergent worldwide aviation regulations that enable safe and optimized operations. Secondly, we can talk about this specific case. This is the reference 2. And we can say, following what is analyzed in this reference, that under certain conditions, drones may already be the most cost-effective mode of delivery in specific cases. And they also mention that they are also environmentally friendly, with CO2 emissions typically lower than those of electric cars and vans. And also, we should mention that as autonomous drone flight and unmanned traffic management systems and sense and avoid solutions begin to exist, the potential cost advantage of drone delivery will begin to grow. Thirdly, this is another analysis from McKinsey. We can say that there were more than 10 drone operators, and each completed more than 5,000 commercial deliveries in 2022, with the leading player having made hundreds of thousands of deliveries. Overall, the number of packages delivered by drone increased in more than 80%, reaching almost 1 million of deliveries worldwide. And also, there are 3 major trends that contributed to this. The fact that there's a big growth in Africa and North America, the emergence of new use cases, and the regulatory standards that are beginning to adapt to this kind of processes. We also wanted to talk about this case. This is the case of Flytrex and Matternet. In this case, Flytrex is telling us that online ordering has seen an amazing boom and that the current options using traditional vehicles are just not good enough. And in this case, they are right now expanding their services to cover more than 2,000 homes after landing an FAA permit 2 years ago in May 2021. And then their intention is to make drone deliveries 10 times more affordable than deliveries by a human courier. In this case, Matternet is initially targeting the transport of high-value healthcare products in urban areas, and they are right now, or they were working on launching operations in a hospital laboratory in Germany to help to deliver diagnostic samples across the facilities. This is the last use case. This is a very well-known one. Is the UPS drone experiment. And in this case, what they wanted to prove is that it's possible to launch a drone from a traditional vehicle and perform deliveries. This would not only drive greater efficiency, it will also free up valuable space for the retail environment. At last, we must say that they are right now experimenting with delivering pharmaceuticals to customer homes, and that they are actually performing a significant feat in the company's transformation journey. And at last, we have said that UPS has revealed that it will be launching another drone trial in San Diego through a health campus delivery program. What can we say after talking about all these use cases? We have 5 main points. First, we can say that there's a promising trajectory for this technology. We can also say that this technology is giving a greater flexibility and adaptability to the last mile logistics process. We can also say that there will be a crucial social impact related to this, because this is allowing to perform deliveries in places that are not so very well communicated or that maybe are not so easily accessible. We can also say that this technology has certain limitations, but every day the technology advancement is making it more profitable and more affordable. And at last, we also should mention that using drones has a very high potential to reduce environmental cost and emissions, and also the operational cost, of course. This is the main interest of the companies. At last, we will talk about the conclusions and future research. In this case, conclusions are that the transformative potential of drone technology in modern logistics is clear. It's something that we have to start having into account from today, because it's going to happen. And we can also say that the integration of expert systems in operational planning is showcasing the potential for sophisticated planning solutions. Because it's not only about drones, it's also about how to use them. and in this case, using expert systems to organize how the drones perform the deliveries, will allow to enhance the operating efficiency and the customer satisfaction. When it comes to future research, we can say that we should dig deeper when it comes in analyzing the operational, economic, and environmental implications of the widespread drone implementation. If tomorrow all the companies were going to use this, what would be the impact? These experiments are not addressing this topic. And we can also say that the development and validation of more advanced expert systems and AI-based planning algorithms will be crucial. Here you can find the references and propose additional sources that can be useful for you if you have interest in this topic. And at last, I would like to request, if you have any question, please make it now in the chat. Or I will be also very happy if you add me in LinkedIn, looking for David Sanchez Wells. And there you can connect with me. We can talk about this topic, which is one of my passions. I will be very happy to do that. So thanks for watching the conference, and see you next time.